dual clutch transmission 1100. So guys, this is just the first impression ride. I have my fresh mind right now. Never rode this bike, so I rode some Hondas, but this is gonna be the first ride with the DCT. Let me welcome you to today's episode. ...650cc bike, 6 positions, both wheels are 17, so the 180 at the rear and 120 at the front, and the adjustable preload at the rear. A very nice, very big exhaust and a very good touring capacity and soft seat, I think. So dual clutch transmission 1100, double, or let's say dual disc at the front and one at the rear. So I think that this is a very nice looking bike. Okay guys, we are ready to go. This is the DCT version of the bike, and it has a 6-speed automatic transmission. This is my first ride of such a bike with such a transmission, so I hope that everything will be okay. It is the black version of the NT1100 with 101 horsepower and 1100 cc, and this is a very well equipped bike. It has a 12-volt socket, it has a color display, it is also touch screen, another display that shows you the speed and other information if you are a bit bored looking to the color one. This is a handbrake and no clutch, so this one it's without the clutch. I think that mirrors looks just fine, so I think that it will be a nice ride. Yeah, almost 21 liter tank, so very good range for this bike. Yeah, the suspension, it's adjustable as seen here, you see, and this is a very nice bike. Also cruise control and luggage possibilities. So the three possible cases. Okay guys, I am on a Honda NT1100 DCT, so automatic transmission, and we are doing the ride here. So this is the first time on the automatic, and it feels a bit strange, but I will get used to it. So the mirrors are okay, the riding position is very comfortable. I cannot say anything against it. Here we go on the left. Very nice, very nice. I mean, it is really a wonderful bike for somebody like me. I am 6'1", 185 centimeters tall, and the dash, it's really nice. It's big, it's clear, everything is just spot on. So the riding mode, the clock, everything. And here you see the drive. So now the bike is in drive. I am already in the 6th gear. and the bike feels very, very nice. It is, even though it's a very big bike, I would say, it's quite nimble, and the handlebar it's large, so you are in control of everything on this bike, I think. And the brakes are a bit soft, but I think that they bite just the right amount. So okay, now I'm in neutral because we are stopped here at the traffic light. Okay, again. Yeah, it pulls. It has the power. This is 102, or some say 101 horsepower, 1100 cc, so it should go. 2-cylinder parallel twin, 270 crank. The seat is soft. It's soft enough, I think, and the riding position is just spot on. I feel very, very comfortable on this bike. The engine power, it's and the delivery of this power, it's appropriate. I think that this bike can do everything. Very, very well made bike, I think, and it's Honda. It is very reliable, I think, and I have to say, my first impressions of the DCT automatic transmission, that it works just fine. I really don't have anything to compare to, because this is my first time riding a DCT or the automatic transmission, but here we should stop. I think that it really works nice, and somebody can really get used to it very, very quickly. The Bluetooth riding modes, 4 of them, and yeah, it's a touch screen. Yeah, you see, very nice. This is the same engine as it is in the Africa Twin, so a proven engine, just the design and some other components are changed. It has a very large wheelbase, I think, larger than other bikes, I mean nakeds, so it may be not so flickable, but I don't think that this is the case, because see, and it's very soft. I think the suspension is just spot on. Today it's a bit windy. I'm getting some wind from this very big, so if I lean down there is quiet. If I put my head up it's a bit windy, but it is not the right day to test the screen, because it's windy anyway. So I think that maybe in a lower position it would do even better. So with this bike I think that you can really do very, very long trips, and it is also meant to do it. It is a touring bike. They say sport touring, but I would say more touring than sport touring. So constant consumption, average speed, trip A, trip B, everything. The RPMs are all the time very low. This is a very nice touring engine, and it is not stressed at all. I mean riding on the highways and so on, so okay. And the leaning, it's perfect, I think. Let's push it a bit. It quickly gets the speed. Very nice. The suspension, it's soft, but it's nice. It's appropriate for such a touring bike. The brakes are efficient and a little bit soft, but this is how they should be. And the front fork, it's not diving. I expected more dive here. So really don't know what is the idea to have these two displays already all the time on, but I think that it looks pretty good, and probably Honda engineers know why. This is a chain driven engine, so maybe shaft would be a better solution, but this is how it is, and I have to say that I like it. Now I'm changing the gears manually. Let's put in the third. Yeah, fine. It goes like a rocket, if you would like to. Right now I don't have enough time to test everything. This is just the first impression ride. So very nice bike. A very nice equipped package for touring and for taller riders, I think, and I find myself really in control of this bike. So no wrist pain, nothing. The seat, it's just one of the best that I tried. We'll try to compare it with some other sport touring bikes when I will test ride them. But right now, yeah, it is totally different from the BMW R1250 RS. That one has a very different handlebar and the position. But I have to say that the sitting position here on this Honda, it's very good. So no complaints, guys. Okay guys, this is all for now. I hope that you enjoyed. I really like this bike. I cannot say more about it. It was just a first impression ride, and like always, like, share and subscribe. Till the next one.